So we all know of Mayor Aura. I will say that Aura has had a major dump on SkyBlock and the economy. So let's get right into it. First off, they've been dropping for a while, but I just want to start with something simple. Booster cookies. They used to be around 12 mil. Now they're at 10 mil. As well, a lot more people have been buying them, because if we look at Dragoon's new perk, Super Cookie. Booster Cookie yields an extra 20% bits and 5% extra skill XP. Now along with that, especially with Diana V2, Chimera books are actually affordable. You can pick them up for 38 mil. When Diana V2 dropped, I believe they're around 60 mil, and originally they're about 160 mil. As well, I recently got this Warden helmet a few days ago. I bought the heart for 98 mil, I believe. But with a recent Aatrox in a Perkpocalypse, they've dropped down 11 mil. As well, we can see a lot of other Slayer items. For example, the Primordial line dropping about 20 mil. Judgment Core down to 130 mil. This has been inflating a little bit, but now it's been deflating recently with Aura. I got mine for 130 mil a few months ago. And probably most important, the Necron Anvil. 486 mil. I'm not lying. 2 months ago, they were at 900 mil. These have been dropping drastically. Maybe not 2 months ago, like 5 months ago, but it's been dropping insanely. Hyperions. You can get your Hyperion for 527 mil. I may be able to afford that soon. Now, this isn't just with the economy. The players have actually been going up a lot, and so have the stats. There's been a pretty good amount of permanent changes so far with stuff like the Precursor Drone and talismans and a bunch of other stuff. Now, if we go take a look at Aura's perks, some of the negatives were Minion Union, which minions work 50% slower. No one liked this. And then Work Harder, which wasn't that much of a pain, but it was still pretty good to be removed. Work Better increases RNG meters. This is the reason, along with Perkpocalypse, that all of these items are going down so much. There have also been a ton of Paul perks selected, like Easy Peasy and reduced costs that make dungeons and slayers tons and tons more profitable. Work smarter. Skill XP, dungeon XP, and slayer XP. This is another huge reason why people are getting on and why prices are inflating so much. Universal income and fundraising. At the beginning, huge amounts of money were being poured in, and you can make like $1 mil per. If you check universal income, at the beginning, I didn't log on immediately, but 400k, 500k, 600k in there. And now, most recently, there's been some 500k in the middle of the day, and now it's down to 147k. I'm now going to talk about the people's voting. This has been pretty chaotic over YouTube, but it's crazy of how many new faces we've seen show up in the box, especially ones like 2NFG and Flame of War. Right now, there has been a new election very recently, but Celestial Milk is in first place. Lejimbo, Candy Pat, Jules, Allen, Dual Plurk, Refraction, and To Be Determined are up on there. Now, who knows? Maybe this event will take a turn for the worst. Maybe I'll predict it so it turns up something like Dante with something in the forest. But for right now, it's just a huge luxury for everyone who's playing the game right now. And we get a ton of buffs. So now is the time to play SkyBlock, grind some money, and have fun.